Yeah, Amrita, can you give me introduction about sir? Amrita? So just 1 second, sir. I think there's a connectivity problem. Just 1 second.
No issues, no issues. Take your own time.
Yes.
A very good afternoon to everyone. On behalf of Sona College of Technology, Department of Civil Engineering, I once again extend a hearty welcome to each and every one of you for this brain-buzzing afternoon session of this one-week faculty development program on the course topic, Digital Transformation Trends in Construction Industry, sponsored by AICTE Training and Learning Academy. Now, without any further ado, navigating the time over to the presenter. Joining us in this broadcast is an intuitive idealist and an amazing intellect, Dr. K.Venkatesh Raja, Associate Professor, Department of Mechanical Engineering, Sona College of Technology. Sir graduated with a BE in Mechanical Engineering from Periyar University. He received his ME in Engineering Design, Anna University, and holds a PhD in Mechanical Engineering from Anna University. Sir's research area of interest covers a dynamic range of topics which includes machine learning, artificial intelligence, finite element analysis, robotic design, and engineering optimization, and many more. Sir has published more than 18 peer-reviewed international journals and 20 plus publications in national and international conferences. Sir is an active member of various professional organizations, including members of Institute of Engineers, the life member of Indian Society of Technical Education, member in Board of Studies, Department of Automobile, KSR College of Engineering from 2011 to 2015, and also the member of Board of Studies in the Department of Mechanical Engineering, Soda College of Technology till date. Sir has reviewed 100 papers in various SCI indexed international journals published by the Elsevier, Springer, Sage, etc., and has 217 citations in peer-reviewed international journals, H index of 8, I10 index of 6, with 13 SCI index publications and a cumulative impact index of 26.749. Sir is the recipient of various prestigious awards. To name a few, biography listed in Mark 13 Pearl edition, Outstanding Reviewer Award from International Journal of Mechanical Science Elsevier Publications, and Outstanding Reviewer Award from Archives of Civil and Mechanical Engineering Elsevier Publications, and also Best Alumni with Highest Qualification Award from Sona College of Technology, and many more. With this brief introduction, I proudly present our keynote speaker of this workshop, Dr. K. Venkatesh Raja, to mash up and spotlight his ideas on the topic, Magic and Miracles of Meditation and Subconscious Mind. We welcome you, sir.
Thank you very much, madam. Am I audible?
Yeah, yes, sir,
sir.
you're audible.
Okay. Slides are visible?
Yeah, yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. A warm good afternoon to all the participants of this wonderful sponsored area of digital construction organized by the Department of Engineering, Sona College of Salem. And first and foremost, I would like to express my sincere thanks to the head of the Department of Civil Engineering, Dr. Maladi Madam, and the coordinators of this program, Professor as well as for giving me this an opportunity to share my views in the area of meditation and conscious mind in this ACT metal sponsored shop. And also, I would like to thank Amarda for giving me a very nice introduction about photography and publications, etc. Thank you once again. Without wasting much of the time, so directly move on to the session. So, in fact, for the past 3.5, you might have got ample exposure of digital construction using various technical, but as per the norms of one session, 1 or 2 sessions fixed in order to enhance the human lifestyle pertaining to yoga or subconscious mind. So this session will be really out of the box while compared with all other sessions in which you are attended. So what we are going to discuss in today's session is in what way the practice of meditation and training your subconscious mind so will your results, how to improve productivity, to enhance your mentality, and to maintain a healthy relationship our family, how to maintain a healthy relationship and working environment. So likewise, we can enhance our lifestyle by practice of these kind of techniques. See, all these techniques are very, but yet can be called as very powerful tools and techniques in order to achieve and attract anything in the world. So there are no limits and achieve. So whenever what is it, we are fixing an aim, in my point of view, so it is definitely appropriate one. So because whenever we are fixing an aim, so it is your entire energy or your focus or your entire concentration focus into one segment of particular area. So have certain broad aim or we should have a blind. So that's what eminent personalities and spiritual persons they doesn't have any aim. I want to achieve this thing. I want to achieve this. I want to earn 2 lakhs per, or my bank balance has 1 crore. So likewise, they don't have any specific protocols or aims. So just I will do things, powerful things. So they will be helping people. So likewise, there are a lot of spiritual activity. By default, we will get or you everything whatever you want that is in your mind. Not whatever you want, you will get more than whatever you will get more than your mind. So that power of meditation and subconscious mind programming. Uh, so I want to recap the last point. Whenever you are fixing the aim, you are going to achieve the aim. You practice these kind of techniques in addition to your aim, so you will achieve it and more glory in your life. So that is basic concept. These so in the session, before moving into meditation and tuning of your subconscious, first we need to see what is the science or what is the mechanism behind in which it attunes our the entire system. So body energy centers in such a way that our body centers, our levels will be active, so that we can achieve all aims in a productive manner. So that's what we discuss about. Before moving into the so we need to discuss about an important called as that's called as energy. So the participant like the civil engineering or mechanical, we might be clear with the term called the dynamics. So dynamics is I think it's audible earlier. Okay. So dynamics is nothing but it is a term which deals with the time frame. So going to we study or we will be analyzing certain physical parameters that vary with the time, that is called as energy dynamics. And whenever we are practicing these kind of techniques, so you can balance your entire energy body, right? So that bridges the gap between your traditional work body and energy medicines. Such kind of manual techniques are used in present work with the concept of energy dynamics of anatomy as well as physiology of the body. So it helps us to release unwanted negative energy, chronic patterns, which it relates to reduction of pain and as well as it improves functional outcomes. Understand how we need to review both energy science and quantum physics first. So energy is nothing but it can be defined as the capacity to perform work. That is the fundamental definition of energy. So when it's related to the law of thermodynamics, the total amount of energy in the universe is constant. That is, energy can neither be created nor be destroyed. You will know that it can be transformed from one to another form. You very well know certain forms of energy like solid matter, heat, light, electrical energy, sound energy, potential energy, etc. So this concept of quantum physics states that mass and energy are interchangeable, and consequently, mass is merely a manifestation of. So that means everything, including human beings, is simply is like a battery. So we can store energy in the form of a mass or particle form. So we can store energy and can utilize the energy. It is like the concept of charging and recharging of batteries. So if you want the battery to be healthy, it needs to be charged at the maximum level. So then it slowly drains out, and at one particular point of time, so you have to charge once more. So the life pattern or lifestyle is followed in our human life also, as well as while you all the theories associated with this universal energy field, all sorts of matter, physiological process, thoughts, emotions, beliefs, attitudes, everything is composed of vibration and energy. So when apply to human body, every atom or molecule, cell, tissue, and our entire body system is composed of that energy level. When it is superimposed on each other, we can create the bioenergy fields. So that particular concept is called bioenergy fields. So this particular energy is called as vital life force of any human being in order to drive anything. So your drive may be ambition, your drive may be your health, wealth, or anything, but we have to store life force. So from an energy medicine perspective, energy guide some subtle or imperceptible force, frequency described vital force or life force close to the body, and nothing rests, everything vibrates. That is the concept. So no energy results in a rest state. Everything is being moving in a vibrating state. That's why the concept is called as energy dynamics. It is not energy static, it is energy dynamics. But everything moves in the form of some subtle way. So that's the hidden behind it. We will see what is subtle energy in the later states. Every being or every thing pulses that flow of life force pervades the universe. So life is just a moment. So when this moment is disturbed, so there is some disease. So that disease is called as disease. We can split the word disease into so two parts. One is dis and is. So whenever everything goes as is, then you are in a easier format. Whenever you are feeling uncomfortable, then diseases are formed. An excessive or deficient or obstructed energy level or energy flow creates certain illness or abnormal function. So in turn, a balanced energy flow promotes a vibrant health behavior. That is the main concept behind so now let us move on to the concept. Yes. So as I told you before, vital life force energy is technically called as bioenergy. Okay. So there are many human bioenergy fields. So many things that may include some say energy may include a certain physically measurable electromagnetic field that are generated by each and every living cell, tissues, all and the whole body. But there are certain biofields or some subtle fields. Subtle fields are nothing but some secret fields or some hidden fields, so which cannot be manifested or which cannot be seen through our knowledge. Only that energy levels can be felt. Such kind of energy levels emanates from these units of life. So what are the units of life? Our living cells, tissues, organs, and our whole body acts as pulsing units of life, and this acts as vital bioenergy fields, or it can be termed as a subtle energy field. So it has a whole body chance to flow in and aspects of health. This particular bioenergy is directly related to our mental ability or physical ability, so as well as our activity and everything. And studies have concluded that this particular concept will be the future mission in energy medicine to solve each and every problems of human beings. So slow bioenergy or biofield science emerges and falls into the limelight, and there are so almost so we'll be publishing various papers in our technical area. So few eminent researchers, eminent personalities and scientists. So they're doing lots of research in this particular area, and they have published papers so related to this particular concept. And the type of medicine is termed as energy medicine. So without you might be taking any medicine, you might not be taking any tablets or tonics, etc. So just simply by transforming energy from one point to another point, so each and every disease in our body can be cured, and it can be curtailed in roots. So that is the main area. So whenever we are, for example, you go to a hospital, you're having an injection for some fever or headache or whatsoever may be. So those are called as temporary points because all those external sense work in our physical body only. It does not penetrate into our energy body, and the roots are not eliminated. But whereas if you follow the concept of energy medicine, the diseases that are related to physical body are completely rooted out or completely cultivated from the energy level. So thereby there will be no sign of that particular disease in our future life. So that's why this kind of field is in the light in the present scenario, and even interested or interested professors may carry out certain research in this particular area. Before moving into energy bodies, so we have to see what are the energy centers, what are the basic energy centers that are available in our body. So then only you will be able to know how this kind of meditation, some subconscious mind or yoga are used to are used to balance your energy. In fact, you know what is a chakra? Hope almost all of you might have heard about the term called chakra. So chakras are nothing but they are energy centers. Chakras are energy centers which are used to store the energy of your thoughts, feeling, your memories, experiences, and action, everything. So such kind of chakras directly influence our present and future mindset, as well as your behavior, emotional health, and action. So the life force in each chakra can be processed, transmuted, right? So it's a technical term. It can be transmuted and released so that we consciously manifest what we want to call in. Rather, we can experience more of the same. So such kind of concepts can be experienced through some functional healers, healers, pranic healers. Those intentions or practice is to connect with our store energy. So to transform store energy so that we may understand how our past is influencing the present and the future. So that particular concept is called as karma. So karma is nothing but so what so you reap. So that is the main concept. So that's why past life, your past activities, everything, it will influence into your present, and it will also intrude or propagate into your future also. So this kind of energy is as energy. It influences our actions, behaviors, and determines our health, career opportunities, relationship, everything. So you may experience your own chakra or consciousness centers in meditation whenever you are doing meditation. So or yoga or right or crystal healing or healing or acupuncture, whatever the case may be, you may experience certain change in energy levels into your chakra. And even some people can see the swirling energy, the rotating energy levels inside, or they can feel some vortex within their hands. So when they over their hands over the body. So whenever you slowly move your hand over the body, you can feel certain sort of vortex or rotate energy feels at certain points of our body. So that particular point is called as a chakra. Some others feel sensations in their bodies or in the mental or emotional. So that correlate with some of the chakras. You may also get in touch with the thoughts and emotions in each vortex. That is called as a chakra journaling. Whenever you begin to feel, sense, or see your chakras, their flow may be felt as two cases. One, it is underactive or it may be overactive. It may feel deficient or contracted or expansive or healthy. Basic or healthy chakra system will in chakras that are in color, balanced in size, and flowing at the healthy speed. Imagine that you are switching on your fan, right? So whenever whenever you are in a cold environment, what you will do, you will adjust your vortex or rotating level at the first point or first energy level. So whenever it's the summer, you feel hot, and what you will do, so you will increase the RPM of the fan, right? So similar, so based on various external conditions, various physical conditions, chakra flow or vortex system should be balanced in such a way that it suits the present life cycle. Okay. Let us see what are chakras and what to say, how it is related to our human life. Here it is. Chakras are nothing but the self energy centers. They are openings of life energy to in and out of aura. So we will see what is aura. So aura is nothing but a covering energy field. It acts like a shield to our entire physical body, right? And these are like gateways. So these chakras are central points called as gateways in which our pranic energy or our vital energy flows in and flows out of our body. The predominant function, right? The predominant function of these energy centers or chakras is to vitalize or energize our whole body and to bring the development of our self-consciousness, right? This development, rejuvenation, or improvement has three dimensions. It has three different dimensions. One dimension it is in the physical format, and the second one it is mental, later one it is in spiritual format. So Basically, the functions can be classified into 3 different dimensions. As a normal person, right? Whenever we are a normal person, each and everyone, we focus only on the first dimension. So that's physical one. Some extent, knowledgeable persons or some intellectual persons, so they may be focusing on the second dimension. So that is the mental dimension. Only quiet personality, sages, siddhas, such kind of eminent personalities will transform into the third level and they will step to the third dimension. So that is called as the spiritual dimension, wherein so you can directly to the universe, you can directly receive energy level. So that is called as cosmic energy. So you should be in a position to receive the cosmic energy. So that cosmic energy will act as the vital life force energy and it will step up into the third dimension. But mostly, as of now, hope all the most of the human beings, maybe from 80 to 90%, so they will be falling only in the first domain or first dimension, physical dimension. So it may have some 90% or like that. So some 5 to 8% of the people, 5 to 8% of the people may step into the second dimension, dimension. Only meager amount of the people, less than 1%, so they will tune or they will go or they will see the third dimension. So whenever you are seeing some movies or whenever you read some, you might have heard about the third eye opening. So whenever your third eye is open, so it nothing but our your Kundalini energy is awakened. Definitely, such kind of persons or personalities will be in the world of stepping up to the third dimension. So that's the main point behind the concept of chakras, and it is the fundamental fundamental aspects of self energy centers. And let us see what aura. As I told you before, chakras are nothing but energy centers wherein the flow of energy, where the inflow and outflow of energy is managed. But as I told you before in the previous slide, your entire body is covered with this shield, right? You can imagine a shield covering your entire body. That particular shield is technically called as aura in the field of energy science. An aura is an aura is a complete covering of your energy level, right? An aura is a complete energy covering your human body. In fact, the idea of human aura is nothing but is an radiating luminous cloud-like energy level. It surrounds our entire body. And it is a very ancient one. Whenever you go to Google, you simply search, you will get a figure, right? A person, he will be surrounded with some bright light or something. So that's what, whenever we are purchasing the photographs of some sages, or siddhas, even in God, so some bright light or a white light will be focused behind the head. So that particular coverage is called as aura. It dates back on the thousands or lakhs of years before. Sacred images from ancient Egypt, India, Greece, and Rome have this convention with. But initially, it became so popular in almost all the Christian arts, and before that, aura was considered as an attribute of an ordinary everyday mortals. For more than centuries ago, it has been believed that only clairvoyant people could actually see an aura surrounding ordinary individuals. So, who is a clairvoyant? So, clairvoyant thing, but they are trained people who are walking in dimension. So, just by our human body, they can they can measure your levels. They can measure the dimension of your energy levels, whether your energy level are healthy or being accumulated with or unwanted particles. Such kind of personality called as clairvoyant people. So that's why whenever moving on to some some temples or siddhas, just by scanning or just by seeing you, they will be telling you everything. You will be surprised how just by seeing us, he or she is telling everything. It is directly related to our energy level. They are acting as clairvoyants. Since they are trained as clairvoyants, they will be easily energy levels. Just to quote an example, you very well know device for measuring the earthquake, right? Nothing but a seismograph. So how we are measuring the earthquake based on the Richter scale. So based on the document that has been recorded in the Richter scale, 5 or 10, you are classifying it as a moderate earthquake or a heavy earthquake. So likewise, so you need some readings. We want to infer or conclude something, you need some readings. So clairvoyant people, it's the same concept. They just read levels. So based on the attributes or physical parameters present levels, so they your complete horoscope. So they will be explaining what happened in the past and present life and how it will be in the future. Like everything will be telling. They can be just called as spiritual diary. So know everything. So coming back of aura, so the energy body, right? Our energy body merges with the visible physical body and extends beyond 4 to 5 inches, right? Our energy body merges with the physical body and extends beyond 4 to. So that is the basic dimension. So this invisible energy field surrounds the visible physical. It is called as an inner aura. It has two classifications. It is called as an outer aura, and second one it is called as inner aura. So let's see the diagram. Just a minute. So here see the layers of aura. Before you can see this diagram. So here we are having two categories. One it is aura and outer aura. So the energy body might get sick or some if there are some partial or localized loss of vital energy force in our energy. So this is called as vital force depletion or lack of vital energy or prana energy. So if excess of energy in the body, time it may also
Stress
resist too.
management.
So this is called some
Only it is required.
conjunction, right?
I'm not at all listening
So
to
we
him.
have. I request participants to mute the mic.
Participants,
Thank you.
kindly mute your mic, please.
Thank you, madam. Coming back to the point, see that we have two classes. One it is called as depletion, and second it is called as pranic. So nature should not have excess of energy, or you should not have loss. You should have a balanced pattern. So the physical body, right? The physical body perpendicularly hits some bioplasmic rays from its surface. You This is a tangent. It is like a so tangent is nothing but it to an orb. One point you connect to another point, it will be exactly perpendicular. Like our physical body, it projects certain rays or energies from. So such kind of energy as bioplasmic. So these rays merge with the inner aura that are called as rays, right? So these rays merge with the inner aura that are health rays. I just for an example. So we'll be having two layers like this. Right? Having two layers, and inside that you are having the ray. So the pattern will be like this. It will be exactly perpendicular to the inner aura and outer aura, right? So this particular rays, which are the inner aura or outer aura, it is called as health rays. The outer circle, it can be termed as an outer aura. Inner circle, it can be termed as the connecting lines, the perpendicular lines are called the health rays. So whenever there is a health rays also, it leads to certain issues or physical the contour, the contour or color of health rays, it is called as health rays. Rays and health are roughly that's about 2 to 3 feet in length, right? So there is another energy field that lies on the health aura, that is called as outer aura. So to which, as of now, we as to what is an inner aura and what is an second one, that is health rays. And beyond this health, it is connected to an outer circle that is called as outer. It merges with the inner and outer auras, and it usually extends about away from the physical body or visible physical body. Noticed clairvoyantly, if noticed clairvoyantly, that outer aura is usually multicolored, like an inverted A. So you cannot see what is it without practice, feel or see the energy level with our neck. And if you are on clairvoyant, you can also see the chakras in the energy body. So let us see what is the relationship between the energy body and physical body. So as I told you before, right, whenever you are work on your energy body, there won't be any sorts of problems in your physical body. You have to know what is the intimate relationship between the energy and the physical body. The energy as well as the physical body are very related, right? It is having certain relationship. Both are directly proportional. So we know the technical concept directly proportional and indirectly proportional. Our energy body and our physical body both related and they are directly proportional. Therefore, if of the person, if any of the person's energy body, what will happen? It directs the physical body, but the person will have certain time. So whenever you practice these kind of before the problem is from the energy body to your physical, so you can put a block or you can remove or you can slow down the penetration time. So are powerful tools. Hence, what say, for example, in your bioplasmic throat, we can somehow be your result. The result might be physical body as cold or cough, or, it may trigger or some infections like that. Suppose you imagine that you're going out and getting a cut in your skin or you're having a sprain. So there is a corresponding leak in your physical wherein your energy levels are penetrating outside. In the beginning, the affected area will be temporarily brighter, pranic leak, and slowly what happens? So whenever the body, it will be very bright, it will be very say bright yellow in color, it will be flowing. Later, it will be in color. Slowly, your aura color inevitably become gray because of the pranic depletion. And to note one important point that all the diseases first appear in the energy body and then only it transforming to our body. So if you are in a position to think in a clairvoyant fashion, a disease that can be seen in your energy body before it transforms into a physical body, you can stop it. Before you catch a cold, bioplasmic throat, what are the factors that are related with the cold? So concepts. One it is throat, one it is lungs. So these two, what is it? These two organs are the basic things which are directly related to cold. If you are a clairvoyant or some clairvoyant sees your energy body, he or she will be noting upon the energy levels in your lungs may appear in grayish color, right? It will appear to a pranic, it may also appear to be pranically depleted. So those energy levels will be in a depleted zone. So what we at this point is to cleanse a particular unwanted negative energy level. So what we are doing in our, so whenever you are doing yes, or whenever you want do some auspicious activities, so first we will entire home, right? So what is the purpose of cleaning? You are just removing energy or unwanted dust, unwanted particles within your home. In fashion is to our energy body. First, the body has cleansed. So it's nothing but a remove of all energies, and then the second phase, it has to be energized. So after cleansing, this energy points, energy centers has some energy because the depleted zone. You have to balance it. Third one, you have to fix it, right? And since you are civil engineers, I can tell you a good example. What we'll be doing for a door. So initially, you will be scrubbing it, removing the unwanted particles, and then you will have. And what to say? Then we will say what to say? Fine finishes, fine in order to enhance the life of the wood. The same fashion. So we have three phases. So cleansing, second one is energizing, and it is called as stabilizing. So since our body, our aura, and physical body with each other, so both are affected simultaneously. Right? So you imagine that some of the people might be thinking that going to temples and performing pujas and doing certain practices, yet not in a position to achieve anything. Uh, Hidden behind it. One, it may be your karma thing. So you'll be doing everything without cleansing. That is the thing. In the later slides, I'll be clearly explaining you these concepts. So imagine that you have a land, you are having land, you are cultivating something. For example, you take crops or some vegetables, etc. So what is the process you'll be doing? So you initiate sowing some seeds, it will be sprouting out, slowly it will be growing, and finally you can yield. So that is the process. So in between, what happens? What you so on a period fashion, you will be all the unwanted plants. It can be called as எடுத்தல். Removing all the unwanted plants. After removing all the unwanted plants or other items only, you will be putting some. Imagine that without cleaning, removing all the unwanted plants. So in the mid of growth of your desired plant, you put fertilizer. What happens? So both your desired plant will also be growing, and all the unwanted plants growing at a faster rate. That is what actually we are in our day-to-day life. We are not cleansing. We are not removing our so just by visiting a temple, practicing meditation or any activity, what happens? Abundant energy will be flowing into our body, so that all our good things as our negative things are vibrated and unified. So that you have any balance. You will be doing very good fashion, and at the same time you will be doing worst fashion. Trigger. That's why a proper guru, proper mentor required. So we might not be in a position to know what should be done first, what should be done next, everything. So that's why you need a guru. Or remove all your unwanted energy levels. Actually, what is cleansing? I have told you what is cleansing, and when we can see what's the need of whenever you're cleansing and chakras, it leads to facilitation with regards to absorb your pranic energy, and what to say, the healing can be accelerated, or the required pranic energy may, right. So in order to heal the body, the required pranic energy, um, the reflections, it also will be lesser, or some energy is being protected into our body. So some energy out, some will be transmitted, and some will be reflected. This is with respect to the heat and mass transfer and mechanical engineering. So whenever you want to observe more quantum effect, this kind of cleansing is very important. So without cleansing, the cleaning of chakras, there are risks with regard to potential or what to say, your energy channels, the flow energy channels that have some blockages. The meridian may be diverted in another fashion. So these are points we have to be here. Now in the image, so you can see the image of human bioenergy image in the slide. So you can before meditation, and see that before meditation, lots of gaps in the right. You can see lots of gaps in the aura. So what is the problem means? Any kind of negative energy can intrude in your body, because your positive energy can go out of your body. So main disadvantage of figure number 1. So whenever a person is doing regular sorts of meditation yoga or everything, so you can your complete physical is fully covered. What to say with the magic energy, so that is called as an aura. This aura acts as a shield which all negative energy out of your body, and it shows all your necessary positive energy or vibration within your body. So this is an advantage, and it is the technically proven and reported literature. I have taken it from the literature. So these are scientifically. And now let's see what is a subtle energy. Go for Google or a dictionary, you search the word subtle. Right? So subtle is nothing than delicate or precise thing. It is very difficult to describe. So that is called as subtle. And say whenever you're winning a game or winning or you're going or you're doing something where nobody knows what you're doing. So it can be called as or he win the game in a subtle. Likewise, subtle energy is the driving force, so will be required. This one, let us see what phase of aura. So, hello, madam. This one, let us see what are the layers aura, right? So we have 3 planes. So as we have 3 dimensions. One is physical dimension, emotional dimension, one spiritual, emotional or mental, and third spiritual dimension, in which the 7 layers are clustered. Physical plane energy centers are clustered at higher plane. Spiritual plane levels are clustered, and the astral plane is the mental ability. We have basically three layers of aura, 3 planes, not layers. We have 3 planes of aura that is called as physical, astral, and in physical plane. What to say? The lower energy centers are physical plane, so that relates to stability, physical well-being. So in which we can see that we have what to say? The lower etheric body and your lower emotional as well as your lower mental aspect or your mental body are connected with the physical plane. Your astral body connected to your astral plane, and in the spiritual, is in the third dimension. The third dimension, etheric template in your celeste is called as emotional aspect, and your etheric that is called as mental aspect. All are connected with your spiritual plane. So these are ways of auras in which all the energy centers or chakras are connected. Later slides we will see what are the chakras and how classified its functionalities, everything. So as of now, we have seen what is a human aura, and what is the impact of aura, what is the relationship between our energy body and the physical body, and how to manifest good energy levels. So that we will discuss later slide. So many people probably might have a question in your mind that how to build these things. So energy body. So like that, some of the participants maybe have a question, the question in your mind. So definitely Yes, every living being, every object, whether it may be a or it may be a non-living, any object will be having its own energy level. So it is scientifically proven by a system, Kirlian photograph. In fact, this photographic system was discovered by a scientist called Kirlian in the year 1930 by an accidental investigation. Here I have shown you the aura or energy of two different objects. So both are tomatoes, right? The first one represents the tomato, whereas the second one is raw tomato. Here you can see that after cooking, energy levels are totally diminished. You can see the energy levels are diminished, and there are breakages only at certain points, or but whenever you cut a raw tomato and if you that particular Kirlian, and you can see bright glowing energy, right? The entire raw tomato. So energy levels can be seen by the naked eye if you practice class. If not, go for certain scientific photographs. So I told you before, photography, it is a technique that is used to capture of electrical coronal discharges, right? It is named after the scientist Semyon Kirlian in the year 1939. Accidentally discovered, right? He does not get into the energy levels, but through experimental investigation, discovered that whenever a photographic is connected to a high voltage source, an image is produced on some glowing energy levels. It is called as Kirlian photography, and it is related to the of human bodies. And here you can see the aura of a human body. So you can different images. So the left photograph an aura of a human body who is a male, the right is a female. But in fact, you can see different color concepts. One, right? The left one is completely the left concept. The left photograph completely represents or it is completely dominated by the color red. So whereas the photograph it is completely dominated by the color blue, green, etc. So all these colors are directly related with your emotions, physical ability, everything, and it a scientific photograph of our aura. So aura varies from person to person, and dynamic. It is not static. Based on your mood, based on your physical situation, based on your attitude, it varies in a dynamic pattern, and it won't be for any time, right? So now coming to the energy centers, right? Human energy centers. Human energy centers, as I told before, they are called as chakras. So now let us see what are the chakras or how many chakras are being available in our human body. So whenever you read literature or some ancient books or some spiritual novels or spiritual literatures, we can come to a conclusion that so there are totally 114, right? So totally we are having 14 chakras in our human body. So even within our human body, or it may be falling outside our human body, right? So there are 114 chakras in our entire human body, and how it is, what is it, and how it is being out of these 114 chakras. So these concepts are told Guru, right? So are falling outside the physical body. 112 it falls within the physical body. What is it? And we can work only with 8 chakras, right? The remaining 4 just triggers as a consequence. If all your 100 chakras are triggered, and by default the remaining are the consequent chakras automatically. And what to say, there is a physical significance between the number 8 and many scientific parameters. For example, the distance between Earth and Sun is about not 8 times the diameter of, and also the distance between the Earth and Moon 8 times the diameter of the Moon. So likewise, we have certain science significance to the number 8, and hence 108 is significant in spiritual practices, 108, etc. So then how these 112 chakras being reduced to 7 for any human being to full-fledged physical life or social life, certain certain basic need to be active. So it's enough to lead a very healthy, vibrant, prosperous life in the first generation. So if you want to lead a very happy human life, I'm not speaking about mental aspect, spiritual aspect, everything. So whenever you're speaking with your physical aspect, seventh energy center, if it is balanced, if it is completely energetic, what to say? It is just a minute. For the introduction. A very full-fledged physical life and social life, those 7 chakras are enough. So that's why basically only the 7 important chakras. So those 7 chakras being tied with 3 kind of knots, so called as Idanadi, Pingalanadi. Central it is connected with Shushmanadi. We can see it in the diagram also. So here you can see that all the energies are being connected with the 2 types of card. So one card is directly connected to the sun, and one card it is connected to the moon, and the rod it is called as fire. So it is called as Idana, Pingalanadi, and Shushmanadi is tied up to form certain energy levels. Here we have 7 chakras. So the 7 chakras named as root chakra. It is starting base, right? Root chakra is starting at the base, and the second one it is sacral chakra, and Sanskrit it is called as Swadhisthana chakra, or Manipur is located what to say above or stomach, and the heart we have a heart chakra. So throat chakra, third eye chakra, it is called also as Ajna, and have crown chakra. And in some other systems, it is a basic system, not tell this 7 chakra system is the correct and everything. It is not. If we go for what is if we go for a chronic healing concept, they will be dealing with the 11 chakra systems. So here we are having so they are classifying heart chakra into 2 categories. One is front heart chakra, back heart chakra. So likewise, they are having a plexus chakra and black plexus chakra, etc. So based on different schools and different groups, they are following their own unique system. The universally acknowledged system is the 7 chakra system that I'm discussing you chakra system. And let us see the characteristics of each and every chakra from Muladhara to Sahasrara. What is the function of first chakra or base chakra? It promotes our physical strength, your confidence, and if you are strong base, right? The base is very strong. If you are strong base, you will be you will be very old. So that is the basic chakra of Muladhara chakra. Having a very healthy style and your physical are very good. So likewise, these things. So fundamentally, your physical stability is directly related to. And second one, slowly the enhance the dimension, right? So why it is being represented in the form of means, so without having a white, right? Without having a white, subsequent improvements are not. So that's why chakra system is being presented in the form of a pyramid. So after you are physically stable, the second dimension is enjoyment. So how you're enjoying yourself, right? How you're enjoying yourself, your what is it, your happiness, delightment, creative experience, your peak enjoyment, enthusiasm, and everything, right? So those sorts of enjoyments and everything are related, related to your, so that is called as the Swadhisthana. And third one coming, the third chakra, it is called as aura. In other terms, in English, it is called as the solar plexus chakra, and it relates to power and influence, right? So whenever solar plexus chakra is depleted, right? Whenever your solar plexus is depleted, so definitely person will be inferior. So he will be very clear and lot physical and emotional things will be covering him or her. So those are the of the third chakra, plexus chakra. Coming to the fourth one, it's called as anahata or your heart. So naturally, heart it serves love, compassion, everything. Whenever your heart chakra is completely opened, definitely he will be a very lovable, and he will understand others' problems, and he will be taking a very simpler format. So all your emotional aspects, love aspects, your helping tendency, everything is being connected to fourth chakra. Next dimension, that is fifth one, Vishu, the fourth chakra, directly related to communication, how you are projecting yourself and your reality, your expression, the way in which you're feeling. In this, we might be missing everything. So whenever your problem, normally it will be a normal problem. Whenever explain your problem with the enormous feeling and expression, then it will have its own impact. So for that, this chakra is highly related. And just two upper dimensions. One, it is for mental clarity, that is your ajna. Ajna, your forehead chakra, it is for your mental clarity. And the first chakra is directly connected to your universe, right? Chakra is directly connected to universe. Let us see one. And first, coming to your chakra, since I will speed up my presentation. We can go on to the slide, right? And see that this is called chakra horoscope. First, coming to the point, chakra. So if your base chakra is imbalanced, so what will statistics means, you will be very negative, or you will behave in a very angry state, and what to say, will be destructive in the thing. But if it is health, naturally the person will be bold, he will be Yes, dynamic, spontaneous, and self-reliant. Those are the characteristics of your chakra. And coming to the second one, chakra, is positive. If it is balanced, he will be very receptive. Whenever the other person doing something, he will be receiving everything. He will be very creative. He will be tender. The works in a positive fashion. So coming to the third one, that is solar plexus chakra. So I told you before, it is related to all your sentiments of your what to say negative energies. All your negative energies are affected with your solar plexus chakra. So if it is affected, very erratic, he will be in a hypocritical stage, and he will be inflexible, right? He will be very inflexible. Today he will be telling one thing, so tomorrow he will be one thing. We cannot such kind of persons. Always, he will be going with the power and fame. Continuously searches to be on fame in order to withstand his position. The fourth important one is to activate your chakra. So you can see that heart chakra is active. You will be very compassionate. You will be very cooperative, and the can give unconditional love. That is the important thing. Love is nothing but love without any expectation. So a good person, right? He will give an love to anyone, any well-being. Maybe it be a what to say, even all the things handled by such person with enormous love and care, and he will be harmonious, balanced life, full of grace. The next one, if your throat chakra is completely or if it is completely balanced, your communication, the way in which you're communicating with other persons, the point will be completely transformed. Your thought point to another point will be completely transformed without any. That is the main thing. If your third chakra or it is depleted, the points, if you are trying to communicate from yourself, the person who is standing up, there will be certain losses, right? There will be certain. And coming to throat chakra,